G'day Pickleball family. First thing to know, and all four things to know today are shared on pickleball.com and are the results of the PPA Masters held over the weekend in Palm Springs, California, which was the first US Pro Pickleball Tour event of the year. Same but different, John's brothers victorious in Palm Springs. For the second tournament in a row, Ben and Colin Johns beat Riley Newman and Thomas Wilson in 4 games on Championship Sunday for the men's doubles title. In their last matchup at the PPA Finals, the Johns brothers narrowly escaped in games 3 and 4, winning 11-9 and 12-10 respectively. Today's match, however, looked a little different. After splitting the first 2 games, like in their last match, the number ones seeds found another level to handily take games 3 and 4, 11-4, 11-2. Ben was especially active in the latter stages of the match, constantly pressuring Newman and Wilson at the kitchen line and threatening to take advantage of any attackable balls. I feel like when I'm moving that much and feeling that energetic, I'm never worried about anything, he said. That energy might be the result of a new nutritional plan that Ben has crafted for himself for 2024. I'm a foodie, so I enjoy a lot of things, he shared. But as of this year, I've become much stricter about what I'm eating and putting into my body. This new nutritional plan is already paying dividends for the world number one. Second thing to know, Waters Parento overcome new pairing for women's doubles crown. Annalie Waters and Catherine Parento are the women's doubles champions at the first PPA event of 2024. Perhaps more importantly, though, they are still undefeated as a partnership since deciding to play together full-time in 2023. With each win, the pressure on their performance continues to grow and neither player is immune to its effects. Just like taking down opponents on the pickleball court, dealing with that pressure is a two-woman effort because of their friendship. I think because we get along so well, we can share the burden of that pressure and not have it be on only one of us, Waters shared. Waters and Parento were in a familiar position competing together on Championship Sunday, but the pairing on the other side of the net was unfamiliar to them, Anna Bright and Rachel Rohrbacher. Former Major League Pickleball teammates Bright and Rohrbacher flew through the bracket to the final by overpowering their opponents with a hyper-aggressive play style. The challenge for Waters and Parento, an aggressive team in their own right, was countering that aggression in rallies and picking the right time to attack themselves. And that's exactly what they did. Both teams did a really good job of aggressive dinking, but I think Catherine and I were able to read them a little better and ended up putting away the ones that counted, Waters recalled. That allowed the number one seeds to emerge from their first encounter with a highly dangerous new tandem with an 11-8, 11-3, 11-9 victory to keep their undefeated record alive. And if you've made it this far into the update, please be sure to dink that like button and rate and subscribe on the platform you're watching or listening to it on so it can be shared with and found by other fellow pickleballers. Third thing to know, Waters Johns capture first mixed doubles title of 2024. The last time Annalie Waters and Ben Johns squared off against Anna Bright and James Ignatowicz, it didn't go their way. Even though they won that tournament despite the 8-11, 8-11 loss, the number one seeds wanted to make sure they got back in the win column against the pair on Championship Sunday at the PPA Masters. I feel like they come out fresh and fast in the morning, and I typically don't. So I needed a little more warm-up this morning, John said. After that, I felt like I came out and played pretty normally. The win wouldn't come easily, though, as Waters and Johns faced firm resistance from their opponents. In fact, the pair found themselves trailing late in games 2 and 3. But the 27-time gold medalists brought out their best when the stakes were at their highest. Once it got tight at the end, I think they played a little more tentatively and we played a little more aggressively, and that got us a few more points, said Johns. If you can play loose towards the end of the game, that's usually very helpful. Fourth thing to know, Waters defeats Parento, passes Johns for most triple crowns. Annalie Waters and Catherine Parento knew what to expect from each other in their match for the women's singles title at the PPA Masters. How could they not? The pair have faced off for women's singles gold at 6 of the last 7 PPA tournaments, dating back to last season. When you face someone so frequently and play doubles together, there's only so much strategy that you can try to implement match after match. Waters got the better of Parento on Sunday, overcoming an early 0-4 deficit in game one on her way to an 11-9, 11-6 victory. The number one seed went with a tried and true strategy for any sport where you have an opponent on the other side of the net. Hit it where your opponent isn't. I was just trying to move her around, and then when I got the ball I wanted, I would just try and be unpredictable with it, Waters explained. This victory gives Waters her 21st Triple Crown at PPA events, which breaks her tie with Ben Johns for most all time. Her next chance to extend her Triple Crown lead will be the Phoenix Open, January 31 through February 4. Paddles up.